Hello everyone, this is Ross Mullins with YourDailyAnalysis.com, and this is your free daily video. Please take a moment to review these terms of service before continuing with today's video analysis. I'm going to begin the day today on the NZDUSD, the New Zealand dollar, versus the US dollar. Starting here on the daily chart, we can see some historical resistance that the market has been recognizing for quite some time now. Of course, over the past 2 days, we've seen resistance here into the upper 8,000s towards the 8,100 level, into this blue shaded area, and that's the first X on the right-hand side of the chart. Following it backwards a little time in history, we can see the second X back here in the same blue shaded area, 1 to 3 days back in late July, holding as resistance in the same level, just underneath the 8,100 level. And again, moving back in time a little bit further, we go back about 3 days back here in June, mid part of June, found resistance underneath 8,100. A little bit of a spike all the way up here into the low 8,100s, but again, returning quite quickly back down underneath the 8,100 level and returning back into a downtrend. And just a little bit further back, we could see quite a bit of congestion, support, and resistance in this time frame. We go between May 17, as it came down into this blue shaded area the first time, and really all the way there from May 17 through June 6, we saw a lot of congestion around this blue shaded area. So underneath 8,100 is a critical decision point for this currency pair. As long as it stays underneath it, there is potential to find resistance and a reversal point to go back down in the direction of the previous downtrend. If we can get a breakout above 80, 90, 8100 with a clear open and close above that blue shaded area, it will signal the continuation as we push back towards 8200, the purple shaded area, or higher as we look for a continuation of the previous of the current uptrend that we're seeing here for the New Zealand dollar. Now let's take Fibonacci from the highest high up here at the top left hand side of the chart to the lowest low that we have here on the chart. Fibonacci of that long previous downtrend puts the 0.382 right here at 8060, 8060. Well, we've already seen the market try to push up above there one time and it returned back into a downtrend. Now we're trying to settle back above that 8060 level a second time in that 382. If we're successful breaking through the 8100 this time, then we'll likely look for the push towards the 50%, which is into the 8170s towards the 8200 level. And of course, this X18 sitting much higher above the current market into the close to the 8300 level. Main area of focus today will be this blue shaded area, breaking above 80, 90, 8100, likely looking for the push higher in the direction of the current momentum that we've seen for this currency pair. The other side of the story, which there's always another side of the story, there's always buyers and sellers in the market. Currently, the buyers over the past 3 days have been able to drive this back into 8100. However, the sellers are keeping it from breaking 8100. They're keeping the market at bay and have the potential to take back control of this pair. If they do, and we see a breakdown of that blue trend line and the blue shaded area and the 8060 level that we have highlighted there at the bottom of the blue shaded area, we could look for a reversal and a turn back down towards the orange shaded area into the 7900s, or completely all the way back down towards the bottom of the chart and a new low to be made in the direction of the previous downtrend. So a breakout of this blue shaded area will give us a clear trend direction that we can follow for the day today. Taking that information down to the 4-hour chart, we can see the market holding over the past couple of days inside this blue shaded area. A little bit of a spike yesterday as we saw the market dive all the way back down into the 79.90s, into the orange shaded area, really into that trend line, because that trend line could have been connected from the lowest low that we see here on the chart to this low here in the middle of the trend. Came back down, tagged into the trend line, tagged into the orange shaded area, and now has bounced back up again towards the blue zone. A clear open and close underneath the trend line will of course tell us that we're likely looking for this to go back down towards the orange shaded area again into the middle of the chart. A clear open and close even here on the 4-hour chart above the 8090 level, likely looking for it to continue higher. And when I say a clear open and close, if you take a look back in time, we could see of course a spike yesterday as it spiked above the 8090 level and returned quickly right back underneath it. We could see right here these two candles, we saw a close above with a blue candle, open above with the red candle and a quick turnaround for this currency pair. Going back in further in time to the left-hand side, we saw a couple of spikes in this time frame. But what we don't see, even here on the 4-hour chart, is a clear single candle body above the 8090 level, above that blue shaded area. So that's what will give me confidence in a breakout to go higher, is a clear single candle, not just an open above, but a clear open and close above the 8090 level will give me confidence that it's going to continue to pressure higher. Until I see that, there's still the potential that we see false breaks as it pushes above it and comes right back into it. The same thing will go down there at the bottom. I'm going to need to see a clear single candle body open and close underneath 8050, 8050, the blue trend line, before I have confidence it's going to continue to pressure back down towards the orange shaded area. So the clear expectation for the day today is looking for a breakout for the New Zealand dollar today. Thanks for joining me for this free daily video. If you would like to subscribe to my premium service where I cover analysis for 7 major currency pairs every day, you can start your 10-day trial by clicking the Get Started button below. And feel free to leave any comments you have about today's video in the comment area. And have a great day in the markets.